Now you've all heard about Navy sweethearts in every port and the pin-up girls of the boys who sail the seven seas, but today I'd like you to meet the real sweetheart of the Navy, 1944 model.
You mean me?
No, not you, Red. I mean her. She's a patrol torpedo, a PT to the Navy, and I guess just another boat to a landlubber. To the guys who take her out, she's a high-stepping, sweet-singing Lulu. She's built for speed and rough weather, and danger in far waters. She's a power-packing mama with a thunderbolt punch in each hand, and her foaming wake has marked the grave of many an enemy ship. She's got the temper of a tornado and the personality of a wildcat, and boy, do we love her. PT 658 is a PT 625 class Higgins 78-footer, built for the United States Navy during World War II. This PT boat is a prime example of the US Navy's motor torpedo boat development during World War II and was in the last group of 4 boats ever delivered. She was fitted with all of the latest armaments and design modifications and was the result of hard-learned lessons from previous contracts and battlefield experience. In this way, PT 658 is a showcase of the final form that the motor torpedo boat would take by the end of World War II. A dedicated group of PT boat veterans formed the organisation Save the PT Boat, a non-profit that restored PT 658 to her original 1945 configuration. PT 658 is now fully functional and afloat, and one of only 2 restored US Navy PT boats that are operational today. Would you like to see more? Keep watching and I'll show you how to use them. Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Commander Tyrael. My friends call me Ty. If you haven't already figured it out, I love boats, especially United States PT boats. I first came in contact with the PT boat and their storied history when I was a young fella. My grandfather told me some stories of things that happened in the Pacific. Though he wasn't involved, it was secondhand information, and it inspired a love of the concept of a group of men in a heavily armed vessel at the mercy of nature, taking the fight to the enemy. The sense of adventure just gives me goosebumps, and I'm very privileged to be able to live in a time where we can just casually sit in a room and play with these toys as they are. If you haven't guessed, it's Anzac Day today, so it's a very solemn day in Australia, and lest we forget to the heroes of both wars and the ones in between. Now, there are a large variety of PT boats within the US tech tree. All of them have their strengths and weaknesses, but the overall weakness of the class is that they sit fairly high on the water and they are quite easy to kill. But for their weight class, they have a lot of weaponry. Now, my favorite of these is the 78-footer Higgins class, and also I believe one of the Elcos that has the 5-inch rockets fitted to the front. Having all this extra weaponry is fantastic, and PT 658 is arguably the best PT boat within the US tech tree. Some people would say that the PT 811, which has the Mark 16 torpedoes fitted, is better, but for World War II era PT boats, this is my fave. So let's jump in and play some PT. Coincidentally, playing PT boats on these tropical island maps is probably the best maps to play them on. So we'll decap, I'll call in an artillery. I'm not sure where that PT boat went that had captured this point. He could be lurking around. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a bit like a trapdoor spider. It's a tactic I like to use. We have made the Bravo point our lair, and so this will be a place that we defend with our life. Being that the game is now in our favor, anyone playing coastal will push the Bravo point, and also any destroyers that are around will also attempt to do the same. So we'll make our way out and see if there's anybody about. Our rockets have reloaded. There we go, we've got an enemy S-boat, an R-boat, sorry. We'll hit him with some rockets. 5-inch rockets will decimate them, especially at that range. It doesn't even take any effort to aim them. They have excellent velocity. Sky is clear. We're not going to bother pushing out to that K2, there's no point. So Bravo is still our base of operations, and it looks like someone started capturing the point. So we're able to now sneak onto the capture point without them knowing we're here. Where is he at? There he is, get him with some rockets. Fire, fire, fire. Oops, I forgot to target him. Launch the torpedoes to scare him. They're too deep, but doesn't matter. Drop some depth charges. And put smoke in his face, and we'll just finish him off there. Enemy PT-565 is down. Didn't know what hit him. We've just wasted all of our ordnance, but that's part of PT boat doctrine, is to use any and all available weapons when launching an attack, even if it's just to scare your opponent. Seeing me drop 4 torpedoes is often enough to make silly mistakes. Alright, we can hear an aircraft coming in. Looks like an Italian fighter. Try and get some hits in. We'll stay close to the cave, so he has to really take a wide loop. And now we'll start a turn fight with this fighter. We're going to come in behind him, so he has to keep turning to try and get us. And we're going to keep this obstacle between us and him. Taking a look out now, we can see some kind of destroyer. We'll call in artillery ahead of his position while we keep an eye on the fighter that's still circling. I can hear him still. Well, we've got a K-boat there. This fighter is coming through. We're going to put the rocks there. He has to dodge the antenna, which is good. Hit him with the 50s and the Bofors. Excellent work there. We're in a bit of a predicament here. If those guys see us, we are dead meat. Our artillery strike has just come in now. Try and hit this guy with the rest of our rockets. Solid hits all around. Excellent work there. Arty hits. He's sinking hard. Just got to keep the fire up on him. We'll drop some smoke, so this K-boat doesn't see us. He hasn't got his secondaries on, so woe to him. We would probably be dead if he noticed us. Keep the fire into this destroyer. She's going to sink any moment now. Oh, what? No kill, no assist, nothing. What? Fronze, that's not fair. Oh well, that's okay. We'll head back to the capture point now. K-boat still hasn't seen us. We're on the winning home stretch. Secondaries have now opened up on us. We need to turn away from that before he brings his turret around. Keep that rock between us and him. Secondaries are now opening. Just type random into the chat. I went to say GG, but it's not over because someone else is on the Bravo point. So we'll come around here, find where this interloper's at. We can kill this guy and stabilize the cap. We will win this match. There he is. Get him. Oh, I've lost some angles there. The front gun is reloading. That's the 30 can be like that. Takes a fair amount of time to reload. But an easy finish there on the D3. Coming in for our third capture of this zone. And you can see how this tactic is pretty effective at winning battles and getting kills. Now that's a lot of trouble. Calling in artillery on the K2. Oh, we've taken a solid hit there. Our 40mm is down. We'll drop some smoke if we can. Yes. And it's too late. We have been finally taken down. But a 10 kill game, 6 kills in the PT and an aircraft, plus 3 captures. We'll come back in the Zippo and see if we can't get close to this K2. There's literally next to no time for the poor old Zippo to get anywhere. So now we can say DGGG. I don't like to get too cocky, so we'll wait a few more tickets. I got PT 658 during the battle pass, and I tell you what, it is single-handedly grinding out the US coastal tree for me, and it's been great. 116,000 silver lines. I mean, that's amazing. Here we go again. PT 658 on the move. Now we're going to go destroyer hunting this time. PT 658 is extremely good when you play it aggressively. Stealthily, but aggressively. So we're going to head out and see if we can find any easy prey, like a Clemson or a reserve tier destroyer. Torpedoes aren't the best, but the fact that this PT boat has depth charges makes it invaluable compared to all the other ones in the tech tree. And it's one of the reasons why I love it. Having that diversity of weaponry just makes it so useful. Those 2 depth charges can be a kill each. Launch a cheeky rocket over there. It can reach him, but I doubt I'll hit him. Right, so we've got a Clemson coming in. Head on to us. A few other destroyers out there. They're not paying too much attention to what's happening over in the coastal regions though. Keep an eye on what this guy's doing. He's heading in. Hasn't adjusted course yet. We'll check our coast is clear. And we'll call in an artillery strike ahead of this guy's position. He looks like he might turn towards the island. Call him out and we'll call in artillery just close to that point there. Oh, he's taken evasive action. He may just turn into our artillery strike. Become pretty good at estimating the course of a ship. Just take note of where their bow is pointed and then you translate that to the map. I play a lot of U-boat, so you spend a lot of the time in the map trying to work out headings, so if you're good at reading a map, that can be a useful skill. Artillery is invaluable to a coastal boat. Right, we'll wait for our artillery to... I don't think that's ours. I think it's someone else's. It's very close to us. Alright, we're going to push ahead and see where this Clemson went. Oh, he's very close, very close. He's beached himself there on the island. So, I'm going to demonstrate just how useful these depth charges are, especially in shallow waters. We'll give him 2, because I don't like to leave it to chance. There we go, the magazine was detonated. Excellent. French toast became toast. A couple of other destroyers out there, but I do not particularly like using the American torpedoes in a longer range strike. Although they don't have the same flaws as the real life American torpedoes, they aren't as good as other nations. So we'll head back to the Bravo point. Someone's called in a destroyer heading to Bravo, so we're going to call that out and we'll head back there now. So we're still heading back to the Bravo point to try and intercept this destroyer that our ally is asking for assistance with. This really helps you plan an attack. Always take notice of what your allies are saying. If it's useful information, action it straight away. Let's see where this destroyer is. We've called out some artillery there on the Bravo, just to suppress his ability to move close. Alright, our friend in the PGO2 that was asking for assistance, he's launching a simultaneous attack. We'll line him up for a rocket strike. Best case example, we've hit the German destroyer in the bridge, taken out his main guns, and he can't see us very well. We'll launch a torpedo to his starboard side, and he tries to avoid it and goes to the port side. So we fire a full volley and hit him in the juicy magazine. So if you pre-plan what you're doing, you can pull off some very satisfying kills. It just takes a lot of awareness. You need to really pay attention to what's going on. It's great playing on Fiji in a PT boat, but I really wish there was some historical matchmaking sometimes. I really would just love to fight the Japanese here. Killing Clemsons is just kind of breaking my immersion. But kill them we must. Cleaned him up pretty good. He had pretty low crew, so we can't take all the credit. Capture up the point. Bravo really is the linchpin of this map. What have we got there? A German barge, flak barge of some description. I can't remember what they are. Ugly looking thing. So either got the 8cm or the 10cm guns. They were like kings of coastal at one point, when there were no waves. They still are pretty tough. Just like the Soviet riverboats, if they get a still water map, they're pretty tough, but very outclassed, power crept to the max. Alright, we've got a bunch of aircraft coming in. PT boat is very good at fighting aircraft. The mixed weaponry just allows something to hit. A little bit harder to aim at range because of all the different velocities you've got with the 50s, the 20s, the 30 and the 40. Typical American mentality. If it makes a bang, put it on the boat. Alright, let's head out to Alpha Point this time. We've got a lot of aircraft coming in. That looks like a float plane. Let's rack up some air kills today, maybe. You don't see a lot of aircraft spawned after these battle ratings, so it's nice to fight them. He's going in low. Don't know why he's heading to Alpha, unless he's got a torpedo on board. Got another torpedo bomber coming in. Let's take a really wide lead here at 60 degrees. No hits, go to 120 degrees. Bring it back towards the target, see if we can clip him. Yep, we did. Clipped him with something. He's in a dive now, so it's a bit harder to read that. This guy's coming in really low. He's going to try and do a torpedo run. He's been clipped. And he's spinning out. But he's not down yet, maybe. Is he still alive? He's going to creep his way to the capture zone. And he's splashed down now. Alright. That was anticlimactic. No aircraft kills yet. Where did that torpedo bomber go? There's something coming in. He's coming in hot for us. We'll do a lead of 20 to 15 degrees. He's going to dodge that, but that works to our benefit. Turn in towards the cover. Try and get nice and close to it. He's going to have to do a violent maneuver to get to us now, so we'll make advantage of that. Fire at him. Close range. It's pretty easy to get a kill in a PT boat. Here we go, number 2. This guy is firing 20 mils at us. We've got a critical hit on him. The fuses on those 20 mils were detonating early. Oh, yes. War crimes go. Brrr. And there we go. 2 aircraft kills. Can we get a third? Another aircraft coming in. Everyone's using their spawn points today. We'll try and be cheeky and get some air kills with the rockets. Give us proxy fuses, Gaijin. That would be funny. Look at this whale coming in. He's dancing on the rudder. AP rounds in the Bofors make it less useful against aircraft. Unless you hit something really solid. Oh, he's coming in hot. Whale dancing. Here we go. A few hits. Critical hit there. Taken off his elevator, was it? Or just the tail? He's lost his elevator now. Will he pull up in time? He's got someone hot on his tail. Look at the whale go. Doing a flip. He's going to try and come in hot on Bravo, isn't he? Oh, we just got caned. What was that? Right in the bridge. Oh, we got our lag steer on. Okay, well that was... Wait! Oh no, he got me! That's the guy I killed with the rockets. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Commander Tyrael, out.